I think you need to be up a little more. Hey guys, welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shauna, and if you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4 who has just wrapped our 6th year of homeschooling, and we will be going into our 7th year of homeschooling. We will have a 6th grader, which is crazy, and a 2nd grader coming up. And today I am here to share with you a secular high school history curriculum. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Now, I am gonna chat with you about something that I have not used. I am gonna chat with you today about something that I probably won't be using very soon. I'm gonna chat with you today about something that sits far away on the horizon, just on the edge of the line of sight that is coming like a freaking freight train right at us. So today we are gonna talk about a high school history curriculum. And if you wanna learn more, I will have a link for you down below. So why am I talking to you about a high school curriculum? Because while I'm not there yet, I will be much sooner than I feel like I should be. And because some of you might be. Okay, so I come here and I share what we're using and I share what we're doing, but I also share things I'm learning about, because had somebody not done that, there's nothing I would know about. So I want to be that resource for you, and I want to be a place that vendors and curriculum companies and people reach out to so that I can share those things with you. And that is actually exactly what has happened here. So the people over at the Nomadic Professor, Nate specifically, reached out to me, sent me an email and said, hey, would you be interested in giving this a look? Okay. Sure. Full disclosure, this doesn't apply to me yet. I need you to know that this isn't actually something that I can give you maybe one of those really well-rounded thoughts on. And guess what? I think that's exactly why this is going to be worthwhile for you. Why? Because we don't know what we know until we get there, and we don't know anything until we get there, and we don't know anything until we've learned it. And that's where we're at, right? Like as far as planning goes and homeschool planning goes, and especially like what's coming up next, the high school planning goes, this is literally the steps that I go through to choose something when we're not there yet. I'm not using it yet. I don't know about it yet. So what am I doing? I'm doing all of those steps to curriculum choices that I told you about. I'm looking at what's available. I'm making sure that it fits my values as far as secular or investment or time, all of that. I'm looking at the format. I'm looking at if it looks exciting to me. I'm looking at the things that I feel like are going to make it a success or a failure in our homeschool. And that's exactly what this is. So I'm here to give you those thoughts. Have I used it as far as like homeschooling my high schooler? No. Do I know how effective it is in that respect? No. Do I pretend to come here and tell you things that I do not know? Heck no. Why? Because I don't know those things. Okay, so if you would like a video that's very well thought out, if you would like a review that speaks to the accuracies and some of those things that I don't do, because I'm going to tell you the look, I'm going to tell you the cost, I'm going to tell you how heavy, like parent heavy intensive it is, but I am not here to speak to the accuracy of the historical information shared within the program. If you need a much more thorough and honestly much more educated review on that, guys, I'm going to link it down below. If I remember, I'll link it right up here. Go over to Project Happy Home. It's Tanya. Everybody loves her. She is so brilliant, and she has looked this thing over, and I actually watched her review about this product to give myself an idea. She is so thorough. She takes such a wonderfully kind of level and even approach to this. So if you need something that's maybe not what you're going to find here, head over there. If you want more meat, depth, all of that, that's going to be over there. I'm going to tell you if it's glossy and shiny because, well, that's my role, y'all. That's my role. So I'm going to tell you the things that matter to me. She can tell you the things that matter to her. She's wonderful. It has also been reviewed by Kathy Duffy. So that's another kind of really good place to judge. And you know what you should do? All three. Yeah, if you're going to make an investment and decide on things, all three. So if you are not familiar with Nomadic Professor, which I literally was not, this is actually a curriculum piece that is available in the 11th and 12th grade Timberdoodle kits. So it is something that is coming for us on the horizon, but isn't here yet. So I have an entire list of like jumbled ugly notes because as I'm going through the thing and thinking of things, I'm trying to mark it down. So I am going to pop over and I will probably just I'm probably just going to show you these things and then I will pop back over. I'm going to do like a voiceover. I probably won't film my face. Maybe. I don't know. Let's find out together, shall we? Yes. Okay, so I have everything started up. I've got my microphone here, so I'm hoping that you can hear me really well. Here we go. Okay, so this is the website of the Nomadic Professor. You guys know I talk about website quality kind of a lot because it is one of those things that I feel like is really important, especially if you're like a web-based curriculum. Like we need a decent website, right? Like we need to believe you're going to follow through. So you guys know how I feel about it. This is their website. It's gorgeous. Let's go to like the main page here because I've already logged in so I can show you stuff, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so main page, great website, companies that it's recommended by, stellar reviews. This is where they filmed. Everything that you need to know is actually on this like page, but I'm not going to dwell on too much of that because you can get that information from the website, right? Like that's not something that you need me to tell you about, right? But let's click here. I want you to learn more on Meet the Nomadic team. So the team is actually a college professor and a high school professor, teacher, high school teacher. So together they have worked to, my nose is so itchy. Together, they have worked to come up with this curriculum. Now, it's video-based. They've got quizzes on Quizlet, but let's scroll down here to the frequently asked questions, and this is going to be, I think, where this curriculum really shines. You guys know, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. A lot of you, like me, might also not be fully licensed, trained, vetted college and high school history professors. Or, like me, even know what I need to do for those things. But the best part of this, okay? Right in these frequently asked questions, you can see who's the target audience. It tells you who the target audience is. Great, cool, awesome, amazing. Sure, kids who want to get ahead, kids who want to be able to test for college credit. Right here, I'm going to show you this little hyperlink right here, which is so cool. One of the best things I have seen on this. However, they tell you how to fill out a transcript, what it looks like getting credit, all of this. They have an online community. Super awesome. Awesome. They're giving us the training wheels. They're helping us do it. But right here, guys, this document is one of the coolest things that I have seen. It lays out, it's got the three levels, the three differing levels that you can expect based on your kid's kind of high school educational path. Just like when I downloaded what the transcript requirements for Texas State had the same thing. Right here, guys, basic track. Look at this. Do you know what this is? Do you have any idea what this is? Let me tell you. It tells you exactly what to do. Exactly. It's a little checkbox. You can print this and check it off. It tells you exactly what to do, on which days, how many days, and the possible best part of this, it tells you how long it's going to take people right down to minutes. How stinking cool is that? This is one of those things where I'm like, they could possibly be the answer to our prayers. Guys, I don't need to know everything. I don't need to know how to do it. They tell me to do. It takes a lot of those big high school scaries right off the table because there are people who are trained in this, who are licensed, who are official, telling me what to do and how long it's going to take down to the minute. Yes, Thank you. Wonderful. Now, it tells you about being historically accurate. It talks about the importance of critical thinking. It gives you all of these things. It's helping you because their goal is to have your student be able to decipher the information, to collect the information and know what's happening. Now, right now, they are mostly through releasing American history, but world history is next, then Western civilization and Asian history. I reached out and I was like, Nate, I need to know, because a lot of curriculum companies kind of get a little big in their britches and they're like, we're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to do all these awesome, amazing things. And then they don't. Or even worse, they tell us, you can rely on us by this date to provide this thing for you. And then they don't. They, however, have sent me their schedule, guys. It's okay. It's okay. They've got a plan. I'm really excited about it. So I'm definitely going to be tracking along to make sure that they are doing as they said they would. So right down here, there's actually a couple of courses down here that are so cool with media literacy and free speech. And I actually looked out to make sure and ask them directly if this FIRE Foundation was kind of a bipartisan group, and they are. So I felt really good about that. Now let's click into view courses, and I want to show you a few more of the things because it's really, really cool. Again, for anything really, really in depth, guys, this is probably not the review for you. However, you guys know I say some things sometimes that some people want to know. So you can do the course preview, comprehensive learning tools. In total, this 4-course series, which is expected to go over 2 years. So each course is a semester. It tells you how many credits you get. It tells you exactly what you need to do. And they are always changing them, which I do think is really, really amazing. Now, I can tell you, let's go ahead while we're here. Actually, we'll talk about the pricing, and then because I have logged in, so I will show you the courses. Okay, so these are the courses that are available, and this one's coming out soon. View pricing. So right here, premium account gets you access to the courses along with an instructor account, gradebook, and student management tools, while the standard is just access to the course. Accreditation is which credits you can expect to get for what. Can my student earn high school credit? They fulfill their requirements, but it's up to you to put it on the transcript, what's in each course, which I think is really good to know so you know what's coming. And then there are the more frequently asked questions, which are pretty great. Right down, again, the minutes. This, I love it. I love that. Okay, so here's our pricing. It's actually on sale right now for the premium, which I think is a really good deal. And it could be better cost for you to do like the $249 if you're going to have kids using it later, which I think is really awesome. So keep in mind that all of this is included, and you like platform where you can communicate is really great. This is one of those things that you can actually purchase and use for a co-op, which is really cool. Nomad Nation is access to your peers and things like that, which I think is really great. But let's go get in to, and it explains the different things here, but let's go get into the course set. Okay, so here we are. Hello, Shauna. Okay, it says your student till your return. Nomad Nation is linked right here. You can shoot them a question. You can add your groups right here. Here's my account. So all of this, I've got like kind of the preview here. All of this is done. Even their free speech is a half credit elective, which I think is really cool. I've got a grade book. Everything I need to know is right here. If anybody turns anything in, it's right here. And it's really cool because, again, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. So I am trusting them to, and really with any curriculum choice, you're trusting them to let you know what you need to do. And the good news is I feel like they've gone so in depth on this that they really are doing a great guide. So I like that all of these are hyperlinked, but this is kind of like your bubble checklist, which I think is so stinking cool. And then let's go just like pop in and here's your getting started guide. So it tells you what you need to do, how you need to do it. It's got your rubric. It's got all of the things that you need to know. And it's so cool. They give you like the welcome. It's got the map stuff. It's got audio. It's got visual, all of the course features, which are so stinking cool. Handbook. It's got guided notes. And then it has like the guided notes answer key. Where is that? Oh, right up here on materials. This is, guys, I like this. They're not expecting kids to go and like fill out from scratch all of the things. No, they are coming here and giving them kind of like a structure, like a little like fill in the blank, which honestly, I think is probably going to be a lot more helpful than just nothing. Double-sided flashcards, daily schedule options for each track you want to take, Quizlet, right on Quizlet. So you can do that. Glossary, So cool. Okay, so click next session and it's going to pop us over to 1.0. So mark complete, next session. Go there, please. My internet being slow. Okay, so now here it's got our materials for this course. As you can see, those are all there again, handouts. It's got real pictures. It's got the guided notes, structured terms, all of these things. It's so stinking cool. Okay, so it's got all of this. You can come down here and do, it lets you know, it gives you the orientation of when and where you are, which I think is so cool. This is the place, where was the professor? This is where things are filmed. Structure terms, things that are coming up. Okay, so we're going to go to next session and it's going to zip us over to the next one. So it gives you kind of that layout. It lets you know what's coming. Here's your guided notes rubric, all of the things that you're expected to do. Before you read, here's the audio, here's this. Down here, the session content, it lets you know what's coming. So we are going to zip over here and let's do, because see on the left-hand side, it's all broken up here, which is great. And we'll do next session. You can come down here and do all of the things. This takes you to 1.2, but let's go like, who were the Inca? I can't read, apparently. It's down here, and we've got the on location videos, which I think is so cool because I know being able to see things is really awesome. And I like that it's got everything cited right in here. If you're just somebody who likes history and likes to totally geek out, this could be for you guys, really. Okay, so here's a bit more reading, which is really cool. Let's pop down here and see, get some more information. Christopher Columbus is always like a touchy topic, right? Okay, so cool. This is what you're going to be able to do. Who was Christopher Columbus? So cool. Next topic. Okay, so you've got sessions, which is kind of like the big thing, and then topics are the little things within the sessions, which is really cool. And there are the online quizzes, which I believe will self-grade, which is also really cool. Then there's also like writing expectations. This is pretty awesome. He's on location here. There's writing expectations, but there's, again, a rubric is included to let you know what you should be expecting, but also to let your students know what they should be expecting, which I think is really good. And it does it for you for the most part. And I mean, it's not going to do it all for you, sure. But it's going to do enough that you can get your child a stellar covering of the topic, a stellar understanding of the topics, and to help them most importantly, I think, to help them most importantly discern the information, because being able to critically think in this day and age is so invaluable. Not just taking what other people have told you, but being able to really discern what is good information. That is one of those life skills that I think is just rapidly going away. Okay, so we've got flashcards here. So digital flashcards. How cool is right on Quizlet? So stinking cool. Woo! Yeah. Okay, and then down here they can upload their assignments. Okay, so they can put it right in the place where it needs to be. Let me pop back over and show you. Let's go back to the materials at the start and show you the rubric for this. And they do tell you how to do that as well, which I think is going to be something that you need to know. They tell you how to do those writing assignments. Let me go find that actually, because I think it's in the getting started. Nate sits down and just really explains how to do this, which again, I'm not a teacher. I'm not a history professor. So this is kind of absolute gold for me. Student management. Okay, so it tells you how to do these things. And it comes down here, course features, handbook, key for instructors. It's pretty great. Okay, it really is pretty great, because I think they start the document lessons. Here we go. That's what you want to look for as you get a little further down, is the document lessons. Here you go. Okay, so right here is the document lesson, is letting you know what is going to be expected of you, and then they can upload their writing right here, which is really cool. And then you can go in from your like history, your teacher dashboard, and see all of these things, which is, again, so cool. So right in here, you'd be able to see all of your stuff, which obviously I don't have any of that stuff, but it's good to know, right? Sure. Okay. So Sickly. It's amazing. It's thorough. It's thoughtful. It is constantly expanding because they're adding to it. They are on track. Again, I'm going to go find that and stick in the visual so you can see they are on track to have everything out. So you may not need it now. You might not. But I mean, if this is expected to start in, if you take 4 semesters for this, if you start in 9th grade and then you take 4 semesters for world history, I mean, that's high school. If you're using these things to get college credit, I mean, there you go. So yeah, here it comes. It's coming for all of us, guys. Again, I think the cost is good, but I haven't searched out a lot of things. All I ever hear is that it's expensive. High school's expensive. So yay. I hope this is helpful for some of you. I know that it is for me. I'm going to put it in my back pocket and hang on to it for when it is needed. But yes, if you'd like to know anything else, reach out to me or reach out to the people over at Nomadic Professor. If there are any questions that I can answer, I absolutely will answer for you. If you have a question that maybe I can't answer, I will shoot them. I have no qualms about emailing them and letting them know that we have a question that needs to be answered, because it is important for me to provide you the most robust information that I can for you, to give you the best materials, to recommend things that are really, truly going to be invaluable to your homeschool education life. And it is important to them, at the people at Nomadic Professor, to be the answers to some of those questions for you. So I like it. I like that they focus on the questions of history more so than telling you the answers. But that's just me. Guys, I hope you liked it. They've got a great website. They've done a great job. I like it. I like the format, and hopefully it's not too terribly long before we'll be using it ourselves. Okay, guys, so I really, really hope that you found any of that helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button. If you didn't, don't tell me. While you're down there, you can find me down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Like I said, I do have it linked down below, so be sure to check it out. I think it's really exciting. I've probably already mentioned this. I like the different subscription options. I like that it is video-based. I like that it is online. I like that there's an audio choice, so you can just listen to it and have your kids kind of doing other things or just reading along and listening, because I think that works better. I like this program. I like the people who run this program, because I have actually now had quite a bit of back and forth with Nate, and he seems like just totally genuinely awesome as far as a human being. And I love a good customer service, guys. I like that they've got the parent support network. I like so many things about this. Now, am I using it this year? No. Do you want me to lie to you and tell you yes? Well, I'm not gonna, okay? We've established in previous videos I am in fact a liar, but it's not in this one. So no, I'm not using it yet. Are you using it? Maybe. Maybe you're one of those people who needs to hear about an amazing high school history curriculum that's fit for secular homeschoolers. Guess what, guys? I actually have seen that question like a million times in recent Facebook groups, and it is the season. So I truly hope that even if this isn't for you right now, that with their release schedule and with everything they have coming up, maybe it is something for you soon. And even if this isn't something that you're gonna apply to your homeschool high school, they do have the freedom of speech, and they do have the media literacy courses. And those are valuable to 100% of everybody, especially in these times, especially in this country. So yeah, know your rights, know how to judge your news. You guys know we literally just talked about that in a different video and the importance of that. So guys, I hope it was helpful. I hope it was valuable. Yeah, check them out, give them some love. And if nothing else, if it's not for you right now, do what I'm gonna do and stock them for like a few years, because, well, why not? It's good to be prepared. Bye, guys.